Hello everybody, welcome back to Terminal Reviews. This is Freya. I'm Jason and we're bringing today's video. It's the fuzzy co-star that has to make her presence known. Hi! So as always, we're going to talk about four things with this book. We're going to talk about the world, we're going to talk about the characters, we're going to talk about the plot, and we're going to talk about the writing style. So this one, everyone please hit the like and subscribe buttons. As I've said before, we're just a small family channel. We love books. That's all we want to do is talk about books, bring you guys new books, new authors, preferably indie authors or lesser known, fun stuff for you to read. This is entertainment stuff. So please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And today I want to talk about a really silly book. I don't know how I found this one. Kind of fell down the rabbit hole of following books, but I want to talk about Galactic Insurance, Book 1 of the Jump Space Accountant, Adventures of a Jump Space Accountant series by Andrew Moriarty. This is a silly book. So, the world is actually in space. They actually give a little bit of a framework near the beginning to discuss how this world works, and basically this is a solar system. I don't think it's Earth, but this is a solar system that used to be part of like an interstellar government, interstellar empire basically, and for whatever reason the empire crumbled, and there's no answers to it, no reasons why. What they explain with the history of it is that, you know, the ships that used to come from the stars just stopped coming. They just stopped coming one day. Nobody knows why. They just stopped. And what they have built in that particular solar system, mining and industries and stuff like that, is not set up or capable of building new interstellar stuff. They are able to take the ships that they already had and keep them running, do basic repairs and things on those lines. So we basically have like a small solar system level type of society. The planet, of course, is the richer part of the planet. And then you've got your space stations, and then what they call the belters, or the belt that's basically the I don't want to say the blue collar, but like the serfs almost, the poor of the belters. They live on asteroids. They live on very, very small mining stations of populations of a few dozen to you know, maybe 100 or a couple hundred. And then it just goes up from there. You've got your major corporations, and it's the corporations that pretty much run things. So in a way, it's almost like a cyberpunk noir kind of thing, because the corporations are the main power. There is a militia, a government, but it's really the corporations that run things, and the corporations that own individual systems, and that's where all the money is. The belters are looked down upon. They're the serfs, the peons. They have the gutter language and gutter accents and stuff like that, and they're poor. So the character, his name is Jake, and I'm telling you, as I'm reading this book, I'm constantly thinking Jake from State Farm, just because of how the character comes across. Jake is he's a child. Well, not a child. He's in his early 20s. He's a belter. And apparently the history is that his father died in some way, shape, or form that dealt with the TGI Corp, which was the biggest corporation, and they basically sponsored a scholarship for Jake to attend the academy. The academy is the major college. It's where all the rich kids go. The rich kids that are scions of corporations or heavy up in the corporations. It's for the rich. He would be the first belter to ever attend. As he's attending it, he of course also learns that the scholarship only covers the most basic stuff, and for year 2 he's going to need some money. Jake is an interesting character in that he's I don't know if he was deliberately written this way, but Jake is extremely clearly autistic and very deeply autistic. He is definitely a savant when it comes to numbers and space and shipping. It would be the best way I could put it. But then outside of that, he is utterly, absolutely, 100% totally clueless on personal interactions, societal norms, any ability to read other people, read situations, and any ability to what they call mask. He has almost no ability to mask. So his best friend is Bart, his best friend in school, and then his crush Nadine and Alicia. So the plot of the book revolves around him finishing up his first year of college, or first year of the academy, getting ready to go to the second year. If he can graduate the second year, he's going to be able to become a spacer, basically make the big time. and go work on a ship and start making some money. But of course he needs money. So Bart helps him with a couple of schemes, and theoretically helps him get a job, and he ends up being framed. It's almost like almost like an A-Team kind of thing, because he's framed for a crime he did not commit and has to go on the run. And for whatever reason, Nadine ends up hunting him down while he's on the run. So a good portion of the book really seems almost slice of life, as he's trying to survive, as he's trying to live. And again, he's got just absolutely no understanding of people. What I thought was really, really cool with this book, and it might be because of how much I've had to learn about autism in the last few years, it really does follow a lot of the things that autistic people have to struggle with, and includes the fact that he learns how to mask. And they even put a little bit of the thought processes in there, and masking and conforming to societal norms is mostly just what would so-and-so do? Or what have I seen other normal people do? That's the thought processes that go in. So that right there is pretty interesting. But then, he's still caught up in the original sort of quasi-crime that he thought he had discovered that ended up leading to him getting framed. And of course he's got Nadine chasing him, but he also has a wanted dead or alive bounty out on him, plus other warrants, and it's pretty interesting. He gets used a lot, but he starts to come into his own. He starts to learn how to mask, and he also starts to develop a little bit more of a backbone and just become a tougher person. Now, by the conclusion of this, he does manage to get his name cleared, so he's able to go back to school. He, of course, has become tougher, Nadine is an awesome twist. What ends up going on with Nadine ends up being a pretty cool twist. Actually did not see that one coming. The other big twist that they kind of pretend is like a big reveal deals with his best friend, and honestly it's not a big reveal, and I don't think it was supposed to be. I think from the way the book is structured, from the very, very beginning, the impressions you get of his best friend Bart, it's almost obvious. I think you were supposed to see it, and also see that Jake could not see it at first, and then he, of course, eventually learns how to figure it out. The writing style, it's clever. It's amusing. There's not a whole lot of snark in it. The way the author even frames it is that it's a book more designed around people that are thinking, less gunfights and shooting, and more thinking and using your mind. And guys, it's a good book. To the best of my knowledge, I think there's 5 books in the series so far. I am going to read the rest of them. He does end up returning back to college, to the academy, but also making a deal to end up working as basically a spy. So I'm very interested to read the rest of the books. Very, very fascinating premise. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. So after you guys hit that like and subscribe button, you guys should go check out Chan's Galactic Insurance. It's pretty funny. Because God, it's a boring subject, but yet they make such an interesting book out of it. And yeah, Andrew Moriarty is the author. I'll try and put a link down below if I can remember. And thank you everybody for watching. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now.